Hey guys, it's Video Psych here again. Well, I'm sad to say that I was gonna make also another video after this one, but it's looking like I just don't have the time. However, I will still make this video for you right now because my first video today took a bit longer than expected, so here we go. Well, I guess you could say that this video was a long time coming. And the reason why I decided to teach, about love dolls, and so just so you guys know, I'm going to state some things that I've stated in the past videos before, but I'm also going to state some new things that I've never told you before. So here we go. And one of the reasons is because, this nation and a lot of other, countries, they have become oversexed, like completely. And, every now and then, a country goes through a phase where, things just become oversexed. And, you could look everywhere and it's like sex is just fucking everywhere. And at the moment, that's kind of where America is at. It's been like that for a little while now. And, with, these new things, with the love dolls that have, been coming out now and have becoming more and more advanced, right? But at the same time, while people are being oversexed, there's also still a lot of stigma towards love dolls, right? And love doll owners. And so I wanted to teach people, hey, these are just fucking sex toys. And most people that have, love dolls aren't like idolaters. And even when I was in my love doll community that I used to be in, most of the people in that community were actually fairly normal for the most part. And, they understood that, this was also just a sex toy, for role play. And there's only like maybe a couple of idolaters that I've actually talked to or contacted, And, I just think it was so funny that when I would say that guy on TLC, Davy Katz, started, talking about his personal life with his love dolls and everything at the time, and as well as a few others, idolaters, seeking attention, of course. Well, what happened is that just put a stigma on everybody else, that had a love doll, thinking of people, people that have them like, oh, they have these levels because they get laid, and all of them have major Asperger's, or they're handicapped, blah blah blah. But even at the time when Davy Cat was making his video, there was a lot of people that were, I would say fairly normal people that were getting these love dolls for the main purpose of having a love doll. And that is something that I wanted to teach on my channel to people that, were getting the wrong message about, love doll owners. Because of course I was also a love doll owner myself, and it's not like I was mentally handicapped or anything, or it's not like I was in love with my doll or anything. That's something I wanted to teach on my channel to people that are, getting the wrong message about that kind of stuff. The media will show anything on TV. They will show anything on TV just to get people to watch them. They'll they'll even make people look bad just to get better ratings on their channel. Just no joke. They will show anything, even if it makes a whole group of people look bad. I mean, of course, nowadays a lot of people are taking notice of love dolls and are actually buying them now at a point where a lot of companies are still having trouble keeping up. So, it's like I've said before, in the past few years, a lot of people have been kind of growing up, to say the least. To say the least. To say the least. But, I also wanted to teach, some things to also the love doll community as well. Because I also knew at the time that there was a lot of, haters, towards women. I wouldn't say a lot of haters, I guess I would say. But, I noticed that, there's some people from the, men going their own way group, and, incels, and not just them, but other people as well that seem to have some kind of hatred towards women. And so I also, at the same time, wanted to teach these people not to hate women. And that's, while I do understand why, some of them were probably mad at women, they probably met somebody that they thought that they cared about and, did them wrong, or they've maybe been on multiple, marriages or dates and it didn't work out, etc. So sometimes I was at least understanding, you know, but that of course didn't excuse at least some of the behavior that I was seeing and some of the extreme views that I was seeing on some of the posts from especially the incels. Oh my god. Like some of the shit that I was seeing them say all the time. I mean, it's just wow, man. Wow. I, of course, won't state some of the things that they've said because, like I said, they were just extreme. But, and it's so weird because these groups, the men going their own way group and the incels, these groups are growing. I mean, it's just crazy. They're actually growing. And I also thought it was so weird how most of the incels are like white males, which I just always thought was so weird, And I just want to teach people, it's okay. Life, sometimes shitty things happen in life, but it's also not as bad as you're saying as well. And not all women are like this. There are good women out there. You just need to find them. And sometimes you might have to move out of an area to find them, but there are good women out there. You just have to look for them. And so, with me stating this, I'm not sure if I'm going to get an argument below in the comments, like, "Hey, stop trying to make incels look bad." But that's just something that I've wanted to teach on my channel as well. Not only to people that have stigma towards people with love dolls, but also to people, that have them as well. Or even just people just in general, because not every incel and every, MGTO, men going their own way group guy has a love doll, obviously, but so I'm teaching on both sides here. And also, man, there's some other reasons too as well. But man, I also just wanted to teach, people just about this stuff in general, that it existed. It's like, hey, there's this thing called love dolls now. Because I still meet, even to this day, plenty of people I meet, they don't even know that these things exist. I actually met 2 people over the internet yesterday, and I kind of did a little bit of an educational course for them. They're like, wait, what? Do you have fucking realistic love dolls? It's like, yeah, I mean, here, look at this site, Real Doll, a high-end love doll vendor here in America, And I showed them Real Doll, and I showed one of them, another one called, of course, WM Doll. And they're like, holy shit, these things are fucking expensive and everything. And it's like, yeah, I mean, people are actually, like, getting into this shit. It's like, where would you hide that thing? And it's like, oh, that's, like, the most common question I get on my channel, it seems. But anyway. So yeah, I wanted to educate people and show them that, these things exist, etc. But man, just I also just wanted to have some fun as well. And I wanted to do something different that stood out. Because it's funny, because before I actually started making these love doll videos, nobody was watching my video game videos. And most of the videos that were being watched weren't being highly praised very much, because the gaming community is just so fucking spoiled. It is just way too spoiled. I'm sorry, but the gaming community is just too damn spoiled. And so when I also started making these videos on the love doll, suddenly my channel started getting noticed suddenly. But it was also because, like, I noticed that hardly anybody was really, showing anything on Love Dolls on YouTube. That is something that I did take notice of at the time. And so I'm just like, you know what? Why aren't more people, talking about this kind of thing? Because there's a lot of information out there and a lot of people that don't know stuff that they need to know about this kind of stuff, as we're kind of going into the new age here. But of course, with that being said, I started making videos and then it just kind of went from there. That being said, I guess I'll just end this video here, and hopefully the next time I will have more time to come up with, I would say, a couple more Love Doll videos for you guys that I've been working on recently. And of course, if you guys have any questions, comments, just lay them down. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.